Hey, quick shout and welcome to Marina. Hey, Marina, I just sent you out a chat message in Zoom. Brief description of what we do here and your host.
All right, let's see what we can do with this. We're going to put our pivot up here at 28. Yeah, we're going to move our pivot to 28. We got some support down here at 20. Let's see, 20. Twenty 12 06 67 even 94 and 82. We're going to have resistance back up here at 35 48 55 64 and 76. Our pivot this morning is going to be 67.28. We got support down here at 20 06 67 even 94 82. Resistance at 35 48 55 64 and 76. Now, the way this thing is hem hawing and moving around this morning, I am going to make some adjustments in here. All right. All right, we're coming down into that 20 area.
Hey, quick shout and welcome to Paulo M. Hey, Paulo, I just sent you out a chat message in Zoom. Take a read. Marina, let me know if you received it. Able to retrieve it. It's in the Zoom chat feature.
We got down to 20. We're bouncing off to 20. You're getting paid off if you got to fill. I don't know how that worked out, but evidently it did. I would look to start covering some of these around the 24, 25 zone. And if you're so inclined, Yeah, no, I would. See, where is our pivot here? Our pivot's going to be at 28. Good morning, everyone. I'm sitting in for Saul this morning. He'll be out. He'll be back tomorrow. My name's Don J. For those who are just coming in, correct. Those are areas. The numbers were areas that we're going to work off today. These are areas that we expect the market to bounce off of. We're here to scalp the market. We're not here to buy and hold. Uh, our first level down was what, at 20? We hit 20 and we bounced off of it. Our next level down is going to be at the 12. I've got an intermediate level coming in here from yesterday at about 18, 19. We'll see how it progresses when we get down there. I don't have an order sitting there. But I do now. Okay, we got a fill on it. Let's see if we can get us a couple of points out of it. We got up to 1975. We should get 2 points. Come on. I took the 18 straight up. We've got a little news coming out at 9. That's the only news that I'm showing. The 18, we've had to take a little heat. But you can take profits up here. You don't have to have exactly 2 points. 1.5, 1.75, but it should get 2. But there we go. We got our 2. So our little intermediate level worked. We got resistance back up here around the 24 area. Let me see what it's doing. All right, we're trading down at our 18, our intermediate level. Our next level we have to kind of really contend about is going to be around here, around the 12. I used 12. Probably should have used 13. And let's see, do I have an 11? 1175 was our low last night. Okay. See where this bar is going to want to close. You have to look at that 20. It's laying off kind of footprints in the sand that normally we'll get back to. We get down around 13, 12, 1350, somewhere in there. I don't know if 14 is going to stop it or not. I used 12 to be on the safer side. I didn't know how much momentum we were going to have in this thing. All right. All right, there's our 20 again. We've got a little bit of resistance back up here at about 23, 24. We've got our blue band coming in there at 25. All right, let's see what we do here. 50. Price action says we should get back to this 2075 area. Depends on where this bar here closes at. So if you get long in here, your stop's going to have to go down around here around 17. It's just it's going to be a tight, just like that. But our next level below is going to be down here at the 12, 13 area. I can see us coming all the way back down to 11. But I also know that we've got a little got down at 1575. All right. Still need to see this high back up here, 2075 to 24. So right now it's going down. If you take longs, you're gonna have to take them at levels, intermediates. You have to have a reason. I have a reason at that 17, 18 area to take one. You got to put a stop in if it doesn't work. You got to give it some breathing room. If push comes to shove, I feel like we're coming back to 18, which we did. Price action says we're going to 20, 2050, 2075. Now, just because it says it doesn't actually mean that it's going there. Not at the moment, anyway. I guess that's our problem with all these trades. We never truly know where it's going. We just have to kind of like playing the lottery. You just got to take a pick. Find your high probability trades, take some. In my case, I took the 17. I got stopped out. He came back down. I got in again. I took some profits. Those are the type of decisions you're going to have to make. And you're not going to be able to think about them. You're just going to have to do them. Now, could this thing have kept going? Sure. Do I think it's going back up here? Yep. When? Huh. That's the crystal ball question. But as it stands right now, we've got a level down there. Okay, we're coming down to our 12 zone. All right. All right, now we got our 12. That's below 12. It's going to be down at 06. I don't think we're finished with 12 yet, but right now they're going down. I'll tell you what, 650 is probably a pretty good entry. Hey, we got down to the 6. Now, if we get up to 850, yep. I would be looking for 14. But it's going to have to really do some climbing. But if we were able to get some of that 6 or 650 area, getting paid off. We got stopped out on the 12. You take some profits. You got any left over? Try and look for that 14 area. We got some resistance back up there at around the 18 to 20 area. Thank you, Michael. Now, they'll just let it rotate. They are pressing it down. We get back to the 13, 14 area, I'm going to probably start covering the last one there. Other than that, it's, the one that I took at 12, and I took another one down there at the 650. And I was able to get out of my 12. That one there says we're coming back down around the 850 zone. Okay, we got news coming out at 9. I don't think it's going to be earth-shattering news, but be aware of it. We'll watch the dome, see if it thins down a little bit. Going to have to get back above that 70, that 14, or below that 06 to see it. It's going to go someplace here. Like I say, we got news coming out here in another about 2.5 minutes or a minute and a half. Anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. We're just twiddling our thumbs at the moment. At 12, I don't think we yielded. No, we did not yield a 14. We should have got a 14 out of it. We've got some headaches sitting around the 1350 area. Okay. Our news should be out, whatever it is. And Dome didn't thin down much. Well, is that good or is that bad? If it's good, the market should be going up. I think we're going to go up, but it may take it a while. I don't know if this is carryover from yesterday or. Price action says we should go back to around 1250. If we break below that right there, we're not going there. At least not in the next minute. Some days the markets are just easier to read than others. I guess they have to leave enough breadcrumbs for even us blind folks to follow. The way the price action this morning goes, it was giving me a problem. It was saying one thing and doing something else. And there's our 1250. There's our 1350. Where's our 14? Come on, touch that 14. So I was telling you that you might want to cover somewhere around that 1350 area. We should touch that 14, but nothing's guaranteed. There we go. We've got a little bit of resistance back up here at 21. And I've got a blue band sitting there at 22. We got a target area probably sitting there at about 24, 25. So we got a lot of headway up here if we start that direction some more. Yeah. That 850 is going to be a kind of a pain in the neck. Back at our 12, Let's see here. This 12 is going to be a pivot. It's my pivot. I use it to mark a time till about 1 o'clock. So I still have my daily pivot up there at what we set it at 28. But I've also got a 9 o'clock pivot line or a 9 o'clock line, which is sitting here at 12. And so some days we open up and we start trailing straight from it. Other days we chop on both sides of it, then it'll take a direction. That low down there at that 67.0175, yesterday's low. I'll write that down. We'll get back to it. Now, how we're going to do it today, I'm looking at the low of yesterday. Yesterday we had the 6,700 straight up, and I got it in there again today. Problem with seeing all of this stuff is you want to start trading it then. But you can't trade it until it's going that direction. Okay. Our pivot's sitting there at 28. This 850. Price action says, okay, we should get down in that 850 range. And then if they break that, we'll test that low and possibly go lower. If we break this, so that's 14. It's just not giving me much of a, depending on where this bar here closes. I can get it to close above 1250, somewhere in there. I'd say we're going up. At least back to this 1650. But there again, we have to wait. We still got 3 more minutes in that bar. This thing could You know how fast these things can move in 3 minutes. 3 minutes sometimes feels like a lifetime. Oh, come on, Phoenix. We're running a 1673 VIX. I guess that's from, it's up a little bit from yesterday. We were in the 16 handle yesterday. Oh, I'll be right back. Guys, I'm going to be in the background just for a few minutes. Yeah, it looked like our ATR came up a little bit yesterday, didn't it, Phoenix?
Indeed, did.
Okay. Price action stating that we should make another run at this 1650. And if you're able to get long at 14, you're going to probably get paid off if you can stay in the trade. We just have to wait and see. But if you got in at 14, you're up at 15. You've been in it less than 30 seconds. That's not a bad return. If you multis and can jump on board and take you several, we should have some support down here at this 1350 area. At least 1250. We know coming into this thing this morning, 1350 was a zone in there, but you can't rule out this low down here at eight and a quarter. So, if you're going to trade these price action plays, you have to just figure out where am I wrong at, and let's see if this 1250 is going to stop it. And we're looking, like I say, we're looking at it making a run back up here, the 1650 area. If you got the 14, you can take profits, do whatever you think you need to do. If we break above 1575, then I would look to see the 1650. And if we don't get broken above there, then you just have to say, okay, take profits, shut the trade down. It's not going fast enough for me, whatever the reason. Now's the moment of truth. It's got to go. There we go. All right. Guys, I got to catch this call. I'll be right back. Okay, it did what we thought it was going to do. We got back up to that 1650. See what 15 is. If 15 is going to give them some support, 1475. If not, then I can see this thing coming all the way back down to 1250. It is choppy. We're in no man's zone. Our level up here, I don't even know where our levels are at. I have an intermediate, I think, at 18. We got that 18 that we had to work on earlier. This thing has a legal right now, if it wants to reverse this position and come all the way back down. Oh, this thing says we should come back down into this 1250 zone, but there again, depending on which way they're trying to push this thing, I've got numbers to the downside. I've got numbers to the upside. It is choppy. We're above our pivot here at 12. Excuse me. I call it my 9 o'clock pivot or my 9 o'clock line in the sand, whatever you want to use it. I just, as long as I stay above this, I'm more positive than I am negative. And our regular pivot is back up here at 28. That was our daily pivot. I would look to get back to that. We've got some resistance back up here at about 20.75. We got a blue band coming in there. So, and now if it's going to go up, it's got to go up now or from this point. We cannot pass 13 again back to the downside. If we get past 13, I suspect we're coming back to that 10. So we'll see which way they want to push it. Right now, we've hit our numbers. We're waiting. We've come down to the 06. Our next level is going to be 67 even. You may want to shift a little bit to the downside, maybe somewhere between 96 and even. Just depending on what we do when we get there and what kind of range we're running. But I'm saying 96 and 99. But I've got the number at even. So that's about a point ahead. And I know that I've got some resistance back up here sitting at this green band, which is sitting at about 20. So it's getting choppy. We'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. I see numbers. I see spots back up here at 28. I see spots back down here at the 08 area. So, but this is going to be our determining factor. If it's going up, it has to stay above this. If it's going down, it's got to get below this to get down to here. So, let your conscience be your guide. 12 is going to be, it was our level. It's going to be an important number. And we'll just have to work from there. And I would look to see 1250. But, a lot of times they'll produce these patterns and they'll send it the other way. So right now we have 2 green markets up. Well, we got 2 reds and 1 green. Same as the NASDAQ and the Dow keep fluctuating. And the NASDAQ and the ES are fluctuating from green to red. The Dow is sitting in green. The OEX, the SPX, they're all in the green. So anyway, we're coming in on 9:30. It's going to have to do something here pretty quick. By then, whomever's hedging their positions should have them hedged by 9:30, somewhere in there, and they're going to start taking this market one direction or another. So we just have to wait and watch. So I got to catch another call. I'll be back again in a minute. As it stands now, I do not have a position. Price action is just all over the place. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Well, he can't make up his mind what he wants to do. $16. All right, we're at 9:30 now. It's gonna have to start doing something here. Now, what it's gonna do, I don't know.
I was going to say, or not.
Or yeah, or not. That's it. That's why I kind of using that 12 is kind of like another pivot. Long as I stay above it, my bias is going to be the long side, but I have to have we don't have, we've been down to the 6 and we've been up. We got one. It says we ought to retest that thing, I believe. I believe that's what it's telling me, but after a while you get so many signals and it's so confusing.
There's obstacles above and below, and
Yeah.
I think so I'd call it the no trade zone.
Yeah. Well, as long as it stays choppy, I'm usually a pretty good trader in that chop. I'll buy and sell in that chop all day long.
Yeah, I just have to stay at the extremes of it, the support and resistance areas instead of in the middle of it. Otherwise, I get the washing machine effect and get washed out.
Yeah. But it's doing too many things right in this zone right here that I don't like for it to go up. We ought to come all the way back down into this 8-9 area. That's what I say. I'm seeing stuff on both sides, and it's kind of like it's not clear.
What was the settlement price?
Yesterday,
Yeah,
67.15.
15. Okay, that explains a little bit of this.
And if we get back to this 9 to 10 area, I'd like to see it back up a little bit and come over and go down, then get down into here. Then you get aggravated. You're sitting around and you see the price action, you see where it should go, and then its job is, like Saul says, its job is to shake you out of the market. We should have got to 10. We got to what? Well, it did. We got that 18 up there. We got that blue band coming in at about 1850. And we have that settlement price at what, 1575, 1567.15. Yeah, this thing's going to either have to go up or go down, but I'm not sure which. It says down, but I want it to go up. Guys, we're like Saul says, we're in a no trade zone. We're just stuck between areas. We got a blue band coming in there at about 1850. Right now, my 1 minute's at 18 and a quarter to 18. Came back in yesterday afternoon and looked at it. It looked brutal there. I'm glad I wasn't around.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? It was kind of fun, really.
I was out hunting for wood yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, up in your part of the wood, y'all have plenty of maple.
Yeah, there's 41 of them in our front yard.
Down here, we don't have any maples. We got plenty of pines.
Yeah, but you've got mesquite.
Yeah, no, you got to go out to West Texas to get the mesquites. It's too wet here.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, you got to get probably almost the San Antonio area
Uh-huh.
and to the west, and there's plenty of them out there.
Mm-hmm. I heard an elk bugle this morning.
The what?
Elk.
Oh, okay. They're bugling already?
Yeah, well, it's in Colorado, hunting season's underway already. End of August is archery season, and then it's probably, let's see, October. It's probably combination seasons now.
Do they come into town where you live?
Well, in Michigan, there's so many dang trees, I can't see anything.
Oh, okay.
In Colorado, there's a lot of open areas, so you see a lot more wildlife. And yes, they come into town, and you know, Meeker is above I-70 between Denver and Grand Junction, and it's at about 4,000 feet, I guess, maybe a little higher.
Do they come out of the high country in the winter?
Yeah, they come down into the pastures. They come down as low as like 6,000 feet, 6 to 4,000 feet. From up above, around 10, 12,000 feet.
It amazes me. They can run uphill just about as fast as they can run downhill. And they go through stuff a human would have a hard time walking, and they got these big old horns on them, and they just barrel right on through it.
They literally melt into the trees. It's like if you're riding, we used to take our herd of horses over the passes from the lower pasture, winter pasture, to the upper ranch. And we'd have to go over a pass. And we'd take them up over this pass. And at the top of the pass, there was this wide open park with water holes. And every year it seemed like we run into this big herd of elk. And they would take off. They're real vocal. The babies would be calling to the mom, sometimes a little laggard. And they would literally melt into into the trees, and there's so much down lumber and stuff like that, down trees. I don't know how they did it, but it's an amazing sight to see.
Yeah.
And they run with their noses in the air.
I'll tell you what, I'm not shooting one of those suckers. I got to pack him out. It's way too much work.
Well, I would probably never do that again. I'm starting to be older and more vegan with more conscience. We used to just field dress them otherwise and pack them out in quarters.
Yeah.
But
I'm going.
my brothers still do that, but they really frown upon the trophy hunting. It's really sustenance and camaraderie.
Our thing was this: look, you can't eat the horns. I've never been elk hunting. I've seen them. They're just, but I'm too lazy. I don't want to have to go out and clean those suckers. I'm going, if I'm going to do that, I'm just soon.
It doesn't take long. What takes time is if you want to preserve the skin, hide, and that takes a while, especially when your fingers are frozen.
Yeah, I just soon go to the sale bar and find me a nice fat cow.
Cheater.
I know.
I think everybody should do that. I think everybody should go to a kill floor. I remember listening to this one woman who said, "Oh, everybody knows milk comes from the store." It's like, no, you should know where your food comes from and have an appreciation for it. I'm getting way off target here. Sorry, guys. Back to trading.
I can relate.
Yeah, back to trading. Do you have a level around 18 or resistance level around 18?
I've got that intermediate level, I think, sitting at 18. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a support level just above the overnight low. And those little narrow range bars holding it up, but I had a really good short and I didn't want to jinx myself by trading some more.
We had the level at 20, then we had an 18.
Yeah.
And then we had the 12, which it bounced and went up, but it didn't get to where then we went down to the 6.
Mm-hmm.
I held my 12, I bought the 6. I got back out a little over 12. Still held. I was shooting for 14. I got it.
Mm-hmm, good.
And so whatever, I didn't make on my 12, I made it up on my 6.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really lose any money on my 12. I had to sit through my drawdown. I think you're just better off taking your losses and go to the next trade.
Yeah, I'm getting better at that. If it's not working out, I get out sooner. Yeah. I was shorted around 18.
We got our blue band coming in there at about 17 right now.
Yeah, I want to see I want to see if it hits that 18 again. I'm not going to short it at 18 unless I see something else, but
above 20, we could see 28, I believe. But we got to dig through that blue band zone. I know I've got some levels up here at about 1675. They're just little resistance spots. Do they have to stop? No. I wouldn't trade them, but I know they're there, and I know that sometimes we're going to either right before it or this soon right after we'll bounce around in there. Okay, we got to that 1675, 17 area. Let's reload this data, see what we get. And we hit the blue band. I say we hit the blue band. You can't tell it on my 5-minute chart, but on my 1-minute chart, you can. So I can see this thing rotating all the way back down to 14, but it doesn't have to. I also know that we should have went up to there. We're trading at the blue band on the green. Let's see what it's going to do with that blue band and that 18. Now, I told you that I was using this 12 as kind of like a secondary pivot. And I know some people are asking us, what good does it do you? Well, it does me a lot of good when I look over here at this chart right here. As long as I stay above 12, I can be long. And I've got reasons to trade long at several different spots up here. And they all made money. So that kind of, is it a buy and hold setup? No, it's a way to get in and scalp some money and get out. And can it do this? Sure it can. Let's see, do I have? For those of you that are wondering, all these little dots right here, that is the Bollinger Bands, believe it or not. It's just that I keep them colored, white side, I know they're there. Do I use them? No. Main reason is because I got so much stuff on my charts now that I can use, and it's kind of like I don't know how to use a Bollinger Band, and I don't care if we use garbage can lids up here. If you can make money off garbage can lids, I am in favor of use them. If you can't, put it back on the can. We bounced off our blue band. We got to run into a little headway up here at about at 19 and a quarter area. Okay, I am done for today. Let's see. I have these lines, and a lot of times they'll be on there for so long, I forget what they are.
Yeah, me too. And then they work. And you're
Yeah.
like, where in the world did that come from last
well,
month?
Well, I know this line right here. This line here matches my blue band over here on my 5-minute chart. This one here has to do with some kind of astrological thing. Don't ask me. I'd have to go back and research it too. But I do have to respect it because every time we get up there close to it, it stops the market for somewhat. So if I'm in a long position, I get up, I'm bailing here at 19. So I'm going, okay. But I also know that we still need to come back down into this zone right in here. But it's been a good morning. It's just been a choppy morning. You had to slow down, pick your spots. When they work, they work. When they don't, get out or take quick profits and get out. I don't know how to. I know sometimes it's kind of like I'm talking out of both sides. Well, it's going to go here. It's going to go there. Well, it's subject to go to both of them. And we're back down to our 12. We get below 12. Then I would expect to see this zone down, and I'd expect to see all the way down in here around our 850 area. But am I going to short one now? Nah, I'm done for today. So, I have to thank everyone here that I'm able to sit in the room. Other than that, I'd have probably already left about 9:15. But I'm not here to make a certain amount of money every day. I'm just here to make some money and go. If I make 1 point, I tap myself on the shoulder and said, "Thank you, Lord. I'm out of here." Because I remember those days where I've lost a bunch of points too.
Yeah, I try to wrap it up earlier just because it's not that there's no opportunities in the afternoon. It's just that my brain cells just that it's too much.
Yeah.
By the time 11:30 rolls around, no later than noon here Eastern, I need to be done because I start getting sloppy.
And we should bounce back up to 1350. But I'd like to see us go down to 10 or something like that before we do that, but it may not do that. So if you take this trade and you're jumping in on 12, you're going to have a 1 point stop on it at least. And that wasn't enough. But that would be this would be a better entry. But I also know that we should come down into this zone down in here. So and I am below my 12. But I might take a 1050. And get back to 1250. So, and a lot of times you just have to, like I say, I see this trade before it's actually happening. And there's my 1250. Come on, fill me. Now, I did not get a fill on that. So what I will do is I'll just, there, I got a fill. So, that was a quick 2 points. But I saw the price action and I'm going, okay, if we should go to 1350. But if I buy the 1050s, I'm looking to get at least 1250. And there's the 1350. So yeah, the price action trades usually work out if you're paying attention to them. And when they don't, you just got to get out. And sometimes, like I'm talking, and it's already dropped, and it's giving me a better opportunity. So sometimes being patient and waiting, you actually get better entries. And I'm slowly but surely getting away of I got to get in now. I see it. I'm gonna make 2 points. Kind of like, yeah, if you just waited, now you can make 4 points or 5 points. It's the trade instead of having to add to that position. So, guys, we're coming up on 10 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and it will be tomorrow. Mr. Saul will be back. Things will get back to normal, I hope.
Thanks, Don. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate the help.
No problem. It's a pleasure as always. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.
Take care. I don't have any. Like I say, I've got numbers at the top. I've got numbers at the bottom. This 12, you can use it all the way up to about 1 o'clock. After 1 o'clock, it could change a bunch. My bias is that we're going back up to that 28 area. But it does not have to. If we get below that low of down there at 08 or 06, this thing could go considerably lower and considerably fast. We got a Fed guy that speaks today. I like it better when they don't speak. Is it 310? If you're going to trade, you're just going to have to sit here and watch it until it shows us something. Until we deal the right cards, we don't want to play. So, guys, I'll be in the background. If anybody needs anything other than that, Saul will be back tomorrow. We'll see everybody back here tomorrow. Take care.
Hey, quick shout out to Marina. Hey, Marina, you around? Let me know back in chat. Those that are joining us through our socials, follow the instructions in the bottom of the charts. Join us live daily. Come in as our guest. If you need a trading platform, let us know. If you need trading capital, let us know when you get in. Go to daytradingmarkets.org and join us live now.